Topic: Structural material, electrical fences. At the end of this lesson you should be able to understand the following concepts. OHS legislation applicable to electric fences. Different components of electric fences. Power generator. Power sources. Battery, care and maintenance. Insulators. Wire tensioners. Wires. Post. Droppers. Concepts and skills. Occupational Safety and Health Act, 1993. Rules and regulations for electric fences. No user may install a fence energy generator that delivers electrical energy pulses to an electric fence that is not equal to or within the following values. Peak value of voltage 10 kV. Maximum duration of impulse 50 amps. Minimum intervals between impulses 0.75 s. Maximum quantity of electricity per impulse 2.5 mC. Ohms maximum energy discharge per impulse measured at a resistance of 500 ohms 8J. The user must ensure that all fencing energy generators, built to exclude dust and water, and not installed in dusty places or places where there is a fire hazard. The user will not have a fence energy alarm clock that installs its energy from an electrical supply system in places where the energy generator is likely to be mechanically damaged or tampered with. On a pole of an overhead power or line of communication other than poles which the conductors of the energy generator, and unless the output circuit is isolated from the supply by means of a double wound isolation transformer. The user of a fence energy alarm will ensure that the earth of each fence energy alarm clock is free and at least 2 m away from the earth and any other electrical system, and does not electrify barbed wire, but only smooth wire or such articles that as a person touch it to enable the person to release it immediately, provided that a smooth wire connected to razor wire may be electrified. In the case of a fence energy generator that draws its energy from a battery, charged by means of a charger that obtains its power from an electrical supply, the user must ensure that the charger is of double insulation construction. When an electric fence is installed on a public road or in an urban area, the user must prevent persons from accidentally coming into contact with it and striking notice to warn people that the property is protected by an electric fence. Some components of an electric fence. Below is information on the parts of a highly effective electric fence system used to control, enclose or exclude animals on your farm or even you and your garden. Fence pole/support pole. Although available in a variety of sizes, strengths and materials, they support the electrical fence wires as it controls, holds animals in an area. Isolators. Insulators are used to connect electrified wire to fence posts without loss of energy through the posts. They can be made of porcelain or plastic and are available in many designs for various types of fence posts. Fence wire. Electric fence wire comes in many lengths, tensile strengths and materials, but they all have one main purpose: to transport electrical voltage over the entire length of the fence. Earthing. Improper earthing leads to a useless electric fence. In 90% of all cases where the electric fence does not work, you may know it is due to faulty earthing. Gate controls. You must have a gate controller for each electrified wire. The controller is usually made of plastic or rubber. Gate control sets are a convenient way to install gate controllers. The generator. The generator, or energizer, is the heart of the electric fence system. It converts main or battery power into a high voltage pulse or shock, which is felt by the animal when it touches the fence. In the past, electric fence generators easily short-circuited. Today's generators have a low impedance, which means that they are designed to shock effectively, even if vegetation and other unwanted material touch the fence. Power source, battery, dry disposable or 12 volts wet rechargeable, depending on the model. Main supply and solar power systems are available. Fence wire tensioners. Spring that can stretch up to 1.6 mm wires. Wire tensioners. Activities / assessment. Teacher must work out activities on the given content and provide them to the learners. Learners can work out previous year's papers and follow the hyperlinks to watch the videos on the topics. General questions. What type of material can be used as an insulator between the wire and the pole to make a short circuit? Prevent. Ceramics, rubber, plastics, something that does not conduct electricity. The wires of an electric fence must be very strong due to the voltage in the wires. What type of wire is used to erect an electric fence? What should be the minimum thickness of the wire and what should this wire be covered to prevent rust? Steel wire that is 3 mm thick and galvanized. What should the safety signs warn people against? Electricity / shock / high voltage. Name a few things to keep in mind when installing safety signs against electric fences. Or place on all gates, doors and fences to warn people of potentially dangerous situations or places. O signs must be large and colorful so that people / children and illiterate people can easily identify and / or see them. O be high enough to be out of reach of thieves. O be high enough to be out of reach of vandals. O be tall enough to be out of reach of animals.
Please like, share and subscribe to the channel for more future educational videos.